Yes, 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 people. How are we all doing? Welcome one, welcome all. If you don't know, I've got a Chelsea Twitter space on my phone. I'm going to put the volume up on this. We are going to laugh for a couple of minutes at the fume, at the fact that they have bowled Moises Caicedo. Let's just have a little listen.
You know someone was sniffing around. You got played. You got played. Anyone knew that someone was going to go slightly above it. It wasn't going to just be, oh, they bid 100, we bid 100, and that's it.
The heads are gone. If you have not been in them spaces all evening, you've missed out. You've missed out on some absolutely sensational meltdowns. You missed out on some sensational meltdowns. But we are here because Liverpool Football Club, these lot right here have agreed a British record £110 million fee for Brighton midfielder Moises Caicedo. According to Fabrizio, according to David, Paul Joyce will be in on it soon enough. We've agreed the fee. The medical is tomorrow. It won't be signed off in time for Chelsea, unfortunately, but I don't really care. I do not really care. Unbelievable. I never thought I would see the club spending this much money. I'll be honest. I knew they had the power to. I 100% knew they had the power to. I knew they had the backing to. I knew they could do. But I never foresaw them actually doing it. But here we are, right here, right now, with the football club spending £110 million on Moises Caicedo. I'm going to read what they've said. I can't get up on the screen because I'm not in my usual setup. But big ups to TAT. Liverpool, according to David Ornstein, Liverpool have reached an agreement with Brighton to sign Moises Caicedo for a British record £110 million. Brighton held auction using midnight deadline, with Liverpool the highest bidder. Chelsea only hit £100 million. Personal terms are just a formality, and the medical is planned for Friday in Liverpool. So we've actually outbid them. When it came down to it, the one thing that I said I didn't think this club could do, the one thing I said I never thought they would do, win a dick measuring contest in terms of matching bids, outbidding, all that stuff. They've only gone and done it at the biggest and best opportunity possible. At the biggest and best opportunity possible. They have completed this midfield rebuild in style. Moises Caicedo was an absolutely stunning footballer. And I've had to sit there all day and listen to Chelsea fans tell me, oh, you're buying into the hype. You're buying into the PR. Oh, he's a Chelsea player. Don. Don. Yes. Yes. Don has to hold that. Most of all. But let's get back on track real quick. So, ultimately, £110 million, 110 million great British pounds. Big money deal. Big money deal. Going into this today, there was no sign of it. Yes, obviously I didn't do a stream last night, but yesterday the mood was very bad. Yesterday the mood was very bad around the football club. We were seeing Chelsea bidding 48 million for Lavia. At this point, there was no even suggestion that Moises Caicedo was a possibility for us. But in the space of 24 hours, we've agreed a record fee, which is absolutely insane. I don't really know what to say. Let's try and get through some of these comments. I don't know how well it's going to look because obviously I'm on a laptop, so it's going to be a little bit less smooth. But we'll get through your comments because we're here for the interaction, people. If you're new here and not already, celebrate Moises Caicedo joining Liverpool Football Club, completing our midfield rebuild by hitting that subscribe button, hitting that like button, turning on that notification bell so you don't miss any more content. 110 million fee. Chelsea fans are in the mud. Didn't think FSG could put a smile on my face. Right, let's start off with this. It is still FSG out. Just because they've spent some money does not change, for me anyway, FSG out. FSG should leave the football club. They should do. If you know me, you know my reasons. But there will be people who yesterday were going FSG out, who would turn. That's not the way to be. FSG should leave this football club. Chelsea fans on meltdown. It's been beautiful to listen to. It's been beautiful to listen to. I've heard some lovely, lovely copium. One fella was like, if Liverpool bid 100 million and Brighton bid 100 million, legally both offers have to be accepted. No, they don't. No, they don't. They was that copium. They were inventing laws. They were inventing laws. That's a god. They spent 2 months, 2 whole months on this transfer just to not get it done. Just to not get it done. They had this grand plan to unveil Moises Caicedo at Stamford Bridge on Sunday. He's going to be unveiled by us. By us. He'll be there on Sunday with us. Can you believe it? Oh, it's so good for us to actually act like a proper big club for once. What's Don saying? What's Don saying? What's Don saying? What's Don saying? Oh, he's crying. That is beautiful. I love you, Tom. I love you. I love you too, Fitzy. Sensational scenes. 110 mil. That's mad for Liverpool. It's mad on the face of things because 110 million pounds is a mad amount of money. But when you consider the way the market is now, this is about 60 million 6 years ago. And we paid that for Alisson. We paid that for Van Dijk. Ultimately, Moises Caicedo was going to be a team-defining signing in the same way that those were. You pay the big bucks for them. You pay the big bucks for them. That TAT in the PYS space. Is that one got... Yeah, I was listening to that one. That PYS space got to be getting some mad numbers now, though. At least 10k, at least 10k. Chelsea fans should hold that. Oh, they so should. My club are acting like a serious football club. They are. Big up yourself, Mickham. Big up Tom and everyone. What a 10 of events. I know. Mad 10 of mad 10 of events. FSG decided to pull their finger out their arse. They have. Caicedo shuffle in the chat. If we had 110 million for Caicedo, why did we go for Jude to begin with? Right, so Jude Bellingham went for 88 million, when in reality, Jude Bellingham went for close to 150. Plus, he didn't want to join us. And he's not a DM. Like, on the face of things, the way that it goes, like, yeah, it looks like Real Madrid got a better deal, but I'm happy with the way we went about this window. If we were to go get Jude Bellingham, it probably would have been Bellingham, McAllister, and like a Tyler Adams. That's how it probably would have went. I'm much happy with Caicedo, McAllister, Szoboszlai, and potentially Andre as well. McAllister and Caicedo in the same window. Let's cook. They're the new Southampton, Brighton. They're the new Southampton. Acting like a big club. Yeah, we are. I'm shocked, as am I. Don should hold that. Wait till he's on the terrace. Oh, we will be there. We will be there. Oh, what else? You got FSG and only joking on thrilled with Caicedo though, as you should be. As you should be. So Caicedo was worth it, and Jude was not. Jude Bellingham was worth the. If Jude Bellingham was available for 110, sure. If Jude Bellingham was available for 120, sure. But everything else around the finances of the Jude Bellingham deal make it less worth it. Plus, you got to consider the fact that he didn't want us. He wanted Real Madrid. Jude Bellingham's on 400 grand a week. We can't pay him that. Jude Bellingham got a 20 million signing on bonus. We don't give that. Jude Bellingham's agent's got close to 20 million. We don't give that out. I'm pretty sure there was a consultancy fee for his father. We don't give that out. Add that on top of the payment structure and everything. It just didn't work. Man, I love this, but we were told that we didn't have that kind of money for Jude. Again, situations changed, circumstances changed. The Jude Bellingham deal did not cost 88 million. I am from Ecuador and want what the child more to go to Liverpool. We're going to have loads of Ecuadorians. And the one thing I will say, Liverpool fans will welcome Ecuadorians into their hearts, especially if Moises Caicedo smashed it, which I back him to do. But 100%, we're a global fan base. We welcome everyone. Good to have the Ecuadorians on board as well. Dave OCKOP saying done deal. Got to be honest, Paul, mate. I realised it was a done deal when the likes of Ornstein and Fabrizio done it. I didn't need the Dave OCKOP co-sign, but thank you very much. Bring me an Asio, we're winning everything. I mean, I don't know how many saw this, but there was a report in Portugal today that were willing to pay the release clause for an Asio. And it was like Portuguese news and everything, so maybe Maybe. I'm messing. I don't see the Inacio one happening, but it would be mental. It would be absolutely mental if it did. Big up Tom. How yesterday we at LFC were pissed. CFC fans were bantering us, and now the roles are reversed. They wish they were us. They were bantering us because they were hijacking Lavia. In reality, I bet they wish they'd never done that. I bet they wish they'd never done that. I bet they wish they haven't poked the Liverpool bear and angered us into buying Moises Caicedo. Big up yourself, Techers Dave, late night Tommy Boy stream. We're here, as we should be. Moises Caicedo's a red. I'm so glad that Moises are red. Feel quite bad for Lavia, though. I can't lie. I don't. It's football. He's going to get to move to Chelsea. He'll be all right. Wait, so have we submitted the bid? Mohammed, we've not just submitted the bid. We've had our offer accepted. We have a medical penned in. Personal terms are pretty much agreed already. He's practically a Liverpool player. I agree, Tom, but smile only for today. Smile for a couple of days. Smile up until the Chelsea game. I give you permission to smile for a couple of days because we have broken a bloody transfer record for this. This should be a regular occurrence to Liverpool. We should be bullying other clubs in the market with the third biggest club on the planet. It should be, and maybe this is the start of, a change in mentality and a shift in dynamics. Maybe it is because we've operated very differently this window than we have done previously. We have done. And I don't think people can argue against that. We paid a lot more release clauses. We've been involved in bigger deals. We've tried to use the journalists a bit more to spin narratives and everything. So maybe it is the change. Maybe it is like the start of something new. Maybe it is. Still feels unrealistic. I know it's still a bit. It still hasn't properly sunk in. Be funny if we get Lavia too. It'd be funny, but I'm going to put this out there. Do not expect it to happen. Romeo Lavia is good enough to play first-team football at a number of top clubs around the world. He's not going to join a club where Moises Caicedo is starting week in, week out in front of him. He's going to go and join a club where he's going to be playing week in, week out. And I can't knock him for that. If we got both, it would be fucking hilarious because Chelsea would have no one left. But I don't see it happening. Happy birthday, Tom Caicedo. Oh, thank you, John. Big up yourself, Omer. We have the chance of the funniest thing ever to show. Could you imagine if we took Caicedo to Stamford Bridge and unveiled him in front of our fans there? Oh, mate, it would be fucking hilarious. Oh. Do you reckon our business has done this window? Surely a CB, and we are challenging. I hope our business isn't done. I wouldn't be shocked if it is, because it's a hell of a lot of an outlay. But I hope it isn't done. I hope that the club can manage to scrounge together another 30 to 40 million to fund a centre-back, because I do think you need another centre-back. But I don't need much more this window after that, to be honest. I'm willing to gamble on Gomez and Matip for a couple of games to get me through to January, especially with the signing of Caicedo. I do want one more centre-back, though, so I hope it isn't the end. I wouldn't be happy if it was the end, ultimately. I'm happy with Caicedo. It's still FSG out, though. I apologize. This is what happens when I'm streaming at 2 o'clock after doing work for 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours of the day. Reporting on this stuff live, by the way. But yeah, FSG out still. That's what I'm saying, Tom. Tom, get me on the street. I would do, but I'm not going to be on for long. And I need to go to bed. But I'll try and get another stream up at some point before he signs. And I'll get callers on then so we can just collectively laugh at Chelsea. Because that's what they deserve. Fuck Chelsea. I think I'm dreaming. We are popping bottles. Don has lost out big time. Don was saying some quite heinous things in the group chat. He was saying some quite heinous things. What else is being said? It looks like it's getting done. It's getting done, boys. It's getting done. Sorry, boys and girls, we are very inclusive here. I hope Brighton to sign Lavia. Could you imagine if Chelsea had left with just Tyler Adams after all this? That would be hilarious. Oh, just hope it works out and doesn't become the most expensive flop ever. It's a concern, but I think we've got a really good environment for him to thrive. I really do. McAllister, ex-teammate. I think the squad is built to really play to his strengths. I just see it being a really positive thing. It's a lot of money, but it's not my money, so I don't really care. This week's report came out that we pulled out the due race before we decided where he wants to go. That doesn't shock me because we will have known what the price was. What do you think happens with Lavia? Chelsea. Boot yourself, Charlie Jones. Where did this 110 come from? Liverpool have had 110 million. The thing that I think people have misunderstood about the whole Lavia chase, it was never that we didn't have the money for Lavia. It was that we didn't want to pay what they were asking for. We didn't believe he was worth the asking price. We didn't believe Lavia was worth 50 million. We evidently believe Moises Caicedo was worth 110. What we got here? Chelsea fans are crying, as they should be. If this is Liverpool, if we identify a target, we'll go get them when they learn. That's what they do. That is what they do. Do you reject us for Madrid? Let's be real. Okay, I will say it. Great work, FSG. Now go get us a defender. Tom, do you think this is a done deal? Yes. Yeah. Especially because we're trying to get everything done tomorrow. We're trying to get them down to Liverpool tomorrow, get the medical done, try and negate any late surges from anyone else, get the deal done, get Jurgen on his new Google Pixel to probably convince him, and then we're loving life. But this is a big... if Ornstein is giving it his seal of approval and Fabrizio's given the seal of approval, I'm pretty sure it's a done deal. Chelsea fans are crying, makes it worth it. It just does. It's still FSG out 100%. You think it's done, Tommy? I do. Caicedo is perfectly inverted when Trent moves into midfield. He'll transition perfectly. Happy days. I think for us, Moises Caicedo is the perfect player to slot into that midfield and cover the holes that we leave when attacking. He's so physically gifted that he can cover all that. What's this one? Will we get a centre-back, Tom, or is that the budget just wiped? I hope it's not the budget just wiped, but it'll be a large chunk of the budget just wiped. I could see... Hopefully we get the Nat Phillips sale done soon, but I wouldn't be shocked if Queeveen Kelleher also was to depart this summer. Wow. But we are still 2 injuries away from trouble, not going to lie. Most teams are 2 to 3 bad injuries away from trouble. You just got to hope that they don't happen. Extremely worried about this. This doesn't feel right at all. Can't be the only one. I don't know. I maybe it's happiness, but I'm confident on it. Yes, not Tom, and if I should bet. All right, Liam, lad. Can you give a brief of how good this man is once turned? The second best DM in the Premier League beyond last season. Probably third best, actually. You've got Rodri, you've got Rice, you've got Caicedo. And Caicedo and Rice are quite interchangeable as well. So you could easily argue second. Acting like a big club finally. That we are. Has he signed? Everything's agreed. Will he play the Chelsea game? I don't think so. I think for him to play the Chelsea game, he has to be registered by 12 p.m. tomorrow. So lunchtime tomorrow. I don't think it's going to happen. Maka X Moises link up. I had Dom in there. I had Trent in there. It's a dangerous midfield four. I'd say Rice is still the better deal. It's ultimately going to come down to how they play. There's arguments for both sides. Declan Rice is more experienced. Declan Rice is English. Declan Rice is, he's been part of a successful Chelsea team. Not a Chelsea team, a West Ham team and an England team. But Moises Caicedo is younger. He's probably got a higher ceiling. He suits what we need more, so that's why he's probably worth more. There's arguments for both sides. I can hear both sides. I really, really can, but I also don't really care because my football club just spent money. Now I can say we'll challenge for the title. My stance still hasn't changed. I still expect a top 3 finish, Europa League win, and an FA Cup win. That's still my expectations for next season. God, I hope he plays on Sunday. I would love him to play on Sunday, but I don't think it's going to work. 3 years younger than Rice, good deal. That is the big thing. He's younger than Rice. And what this means for our midfield is set for the next 5 years. Caicedo, Szoboszlai, McAllister, 21, 22, 24. Next 5 years, they're all going to enter the prime at pretty much the same age, at the same point, or they're all going to be in the prime at the same point. not entering. You'll have Maka at 29, you'll have Sabo at 27, and Caicedo at 26. Everything's going to amalgamate together really, really well there. How good is Caicedo with our midfield? I think he could be I think he's the missing piece. I think he's exactly what's needed to free everyone up. 110 million is an absolute rip-off, guys. Let's not lie. I'd rather have had Lavia for 50. Caicedo is a 60 million player. Fair enough. I mean, I don't think Lavia for 50. Lavia had to do a lot of adaptation. I believe he could have done it, but he had to do a lot of adaptations to join us. Very different style of play from Southampton to us. Younger. He's got more injury problems as well. He missed, I think, 10 games last season with injury, which we can't really afford our DM to be missing. Everyone is overpriced in this market. Everyone is. That's the sad matter of fact. But ultimately, and you don't also agree with me, Harrison, I don't really care how much we pay as long as we get the player. It's not my money. If they believe he's worth 110, you pay the 110. Caicedo, Sunday, Nunes, and Diaz up front. The Latin fight is going to burn. We're getting that strong South American core again, We're getting that strong South American core again. Inacio now, we're title contenders. Inacio, then one more in January, then we're talking. Ideally, Caicedo through the door, Inacio, and then Andre in Jan. Smashed it. I can't fault it. I really, really can't fault it. People ask for more. I can't fault that as a window. Tom, I'm hyperventilating. Chill City. It's good. But just breathe. Relax. Chillax. Liverpool fan very happy. I think we all are. Maybe a loan for a centre-back or a smaller deal. Maybe just hold on until Jan. There are centre-backs out there who we could buy who I believe can play a part in Liverpool for the next 3 to 4 years. 100%. I think there's Tosin Adebayo. I think there's the RB Salzburg centre-back. David Hanco's someone that I'm a big fan of. There's centre-backs out there who can do the job for relatively cheap. These last 24 hours have been daft from the low of Chelsea hijacking Lavia to this. It's mad, isn't it? It's mad. It is mad. Football is mad, and I'm all for it. Where is Don? Don, I hope he's on the football terrace soon. I will. I know I will be speaking with him after we beat Chelsea on Sunday, and I will be rubbing it in then if I don't get to speak to him beforehand. I will be. Right, sorry. I'm just too busy laughing at rival fans. But he said it was unlikely. It was, and then it became likely, and we got the deal done, mate. Lavia does deserve the Brighton or City move. Do you think we still bring in a centre-back? I hope we do, but I don't know. Does he speak English? He does. He's done an interview with Melissa Reddy in English before. Every time Hassam has a meltdown, we sign someone. Let's get him to keep doing that. Do not say that to Hassam. His ego will be inflated. He will believe he is the solution to Liverpool's problems. Big ups Hassam. Big ups Hassam. We should really enjoy this after weeks of misery, but a left centre back in them is needed 100%. But you've got the rest of the window to do that. This is the big thing. You've got the rest of the window, which just relax on that front. Big ups my guy selection. Imagine the Chelsea fan base right now. Jamie, you don't need to imagine. Go onto Twitter, go find CFC Pies or whatever his name is, and go listen in on that space and listen to the tears, listen to the fume, listen to the fact that they spent 2 months negotiating with this footballer for us to do it in one day, one measly day, where for 80% of the day we were not favourites, and yet we still got it over the line. I'm not going to sleep. I'm doing another 10 minutes and I'm going to sleep. I am absolutely goosed. I know I'm going to be doing a lot of work on this tomorrow. How you feel, my man? I am buzzing, selection. I am buzzing, mate. Great signing. He makes us title contenders straight away. I think he puts us straight back up there. But I'm still just a little bit. Congrats to the Reds. As an Arsenal supporter, I think you got the superior player. Caicedo was truly a world beast. Klopp is officially back. I think we're very close to being back, and I think if we're able to add that centre back in, dangerous times for the rest of the Premier League. 100 watching. I think it's the first time we've ever hit 100 watching. Massive, massive, massive shout out to every single one who's watching. If you're new here, you're not already, make sure to hit that like button, hitting that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any more content. There's going to be Caicedo content now. You're all going to want some Caicedo content, aren't you? Double pivot with CA will be crazy. He's the perfect partner for him. He's just going to free him up so much. Ecuadorian people is happy he's going to Liverpool. Great, great, great. If we had this much money, why didn't we go for Jude? Like I said earlier, the financial package for Jude was a lot more expensive than the financial package for Caicedo. There was a lot more hidden add-ons. There was a lot more agents fees, etc., etc., etc. Tom Trent can play inverted because Caicedo can also play as a right back. I don't want to use him as a right back. I really, really don't. He will get bullied by the Chelsea fans like never ever seen before. I don't think he will really care. I really don't. I think he'll be all right if Barry 56 from London's going boo. I don't think he cares. Tom, now for centre back. Fingers crossed, Glenn, mate. Fingers crossed. Imagine us going for Colwell next summer. Not cheap, I know. That would have been the ice on the cake, but unfortunately, it is not gonna happen. Jude was worth it, but that was prior to Fabinho leaving. Also, DM was the must-have and none better than Caicedo. Jude Bellingham was worth it if we didn't need a full-scale midfield rebuild, but we did. It's mad how we always set out doing the same thing and completely sand somebody out of the blue. In it just. Boot yourself, Cameron. Thomas Caicedo, bombshell from nowhere. Matisse is streaming. He's baffled. I can imagine they thought they had him. They thought Caicedo was theirs. From being pissed last night to smiling and being happy, this club will make you 20 years older in one day. I'm crying tears of joy. Yes, Tom Little, haha, fantastic news. Big up yourself, Booger Boy. Corvo, big up yourself. Big up Klarna again for the funds. Thank you, Klarna. I'm sure I'm immortalising this across 5 years. Tom, your views on Lukeba. Fantastic young centre-back. Gutted we've missed out on him, but RB Leipzig is the perfect place for him to go. Do you think Klopp made the threat to quit? I don't think he did. I just think the club saw the reaction, saw the situation, so we're able to read the room when we need to make a big play for something. Who do you think we should get after Moises Caicedo? A centre-back, maybe David Hanko, maybe a Tosin Adarabioyo. Maybe I'd love Inacio, but I don't see it happening, unfortunately. We haven't signed him yet. I know we haven't, but we've agreed the fee. His medical is tomorrow. Buzzing isn't a word. Buzzing is an understatement. Listen to Mickham as well. Slap the like button and thank the stream. Nobody. I wanted to stream. I wanted to celebrate with you people that we've got Moises Caicedo over the line. I had to call my homies, tell him hold that, and congrats him on having his firstborn son. But still, CSC fans have to hold that. Who's got John Henry held hostage? Who's nicked his wallet? Jorg's nicked his wallet at some point. Formula One buying for Liverpool. Chelsea fans pissed, I can imagine. I'm happy we've got the players here, so you hope this doesn't hinder our chance of signing viable defenders. I agree. We have our prime Kante regen. I don't think he's there yet, but I think he's got the mould of it. So can Chelsea not outbid us then? What I can gather, Liam, is Brighton held their final sort of bidding thing today. So like they held their final auction. That's the word. They held an auction today with the deadline at midnight. And once we hit midnight, Liverpool's bid of 110 was higher than Chelsea's bid of 100. So as it stands, I don't think Chelsea are going to make another one. I don't think Brighton are going to accept it. The whole process is that he's going to drive down to Liverpool or head down to Liverpool tomorrow. So I'd really be shocked at this point if stuff changes. Feel like we decide on numbers with Sob and Mac and the extra funds freed up from Henderson and Fab helped us do Caicedo. I think so as well, mate. I think so as well. Again, 110 million just yikes. And you agree? Mad money. No footballer is worth what they actually cost these days. Not apart from Alexis, he's always. No football is worth what they go for, but it's not my money. As long as we're giving Jurgen Klopp the best tools, I'm happy. I am happy. What's this? Teddy isn't coming live. I don't play. It's 2:00 in the morning. It is 2:00 in the morning. Feel excited for the season now. That is good to see. Chelsea could not, they say, if they would go over the fair play. So I'm not sure though. I know they were running it tight with FFP. Just beat Chelsea and we are set. Fingers crossed. The auction's done. Chelsea can't bid now. So Moises Caicedo is ours. Let's see if there's any more news. Uh, 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 not new yet. I'm sure we'll have a lovely little bit tomorrow, though, won't we? Tomorrow morning when we wake up, there will be even more stuff. I cannot wait to see this all unfold, baby. 90 mil up fronts and 25 in add-ons. I believe, I might be wrong. I believe it's 110 up front. I believe we just paid it. It might be, we might be using, you know how we done it with Slide, where we're using another company to ourselves amortize it, but I believe Brighton might be getting the 110 up front. I really, really do. In my opinion, FSG acted on Caicedo is because they saw how pissed the fan base was and they had to act. If they lose the fans and Klopp, they will lose everything. LSE fans are like no other fan base. I agree there with you. Honesty. Betting off on the bookie sites, no more bets. I mean, Ornstein and Fab have confirmed that. I'm not shocked. Any club would pay 145 for Mac and Caicedo. We were expecting 150 for the pair of them. We were expecting sort of like 16, 80 sort of thing, you know, maybe 140, 145. Like 145 for them is fantastic, fantastic business, especially when you look at the sales we've made. Buzzing with the signing. Hopefully, we can bring a centre back, and I think we'll challenge. I agree. If we're able to add the final pieces, we're 100% there. I'm FSG in, but this news, even if it doesn't work out, is positive. FSG out still. That's all. That'll always be my stance. Always be my stance. Imagine us losing on Sunday now. Oh, well done. You won the Moises Caicedo derby. We'll be all right with the player. This is oh, Ryan. Don't even Ryan, mate. You were the one sitting there saying it's not going to happen. So you cannot celebrate this. Thank you, Bacon. Thank you. They bid 100 mil. We bid 110. We got the we won the dick measuring contest. Basically, our balls were bigger than theirs. Yorkshire Mac, gotta take back every single bad word I said about you. That's a lot of bad words you gotta take back there, mate. I hope Brighton bid on Lavia will be perfect if Chelsea missed out on him as well. They got Tyler Adams. They're all right. They got Ugo Chokwe or whatever his name is. They're all right. One of the greatest transfer situations of all time. Banter aside, Chelsea broke the line and got spanked as an institution. They went behind Lavia and Liverpool went behind Caicedo and got him. Wow. They angered the bear and then they've lost out on their chief target. Do you know how funny that is? Do you know how funny that is? Big ups Hassan. Big ups Hassan. Caicedo cuts out possession, lays off to Mac sends to Diaz on his way to find Gak on the edge of the box who slams it home. That will be a lovely little move. To be fair, Sobside's a better attacker than Jew. Alex is the best controller, and Caicedo was the best defender. So in that sense, we've done the perfect business. We have rebuilt our midfield. That's the thing. We've rebuilt our midfield, which was what we need to do. I'm always FSG out. Why then don't buy Kvaratskhelia? I don't think Kvaratskhelia is on the market. I'm still FSG out, them, as am I. The best Liverpool squad Klopp ever got at Liverpool ever since he signed for Liverpool in 2015 as a manager. We're still a couple short, though. Someone threw out a theory in Hassan stream. Was this demand from Klopp to FSG or else he would go? I guess we'll never know. I don't believe it was demand. I don't think Jurgen Klopp's that type of manager, but I believe FSG have seen the situation unfold with the fan base, with the football club, and they've been forced to act. I do actually believe this is a slight little bit of a panic thing, but it's a lovely little panic thing to happen. We're just a bigger club by a country mile. Obviously, the 6 Champions Leagues, the 19 league titles, that says it all. Do you think Klopp is under pressure now next season to deliver? He's been backed by FSG. He has and he hasn't. He's been backed for 1 window by FSG. He's still actually making up for 3 windows of a lack of backing. So it bounces out. I'm not putting any more. I still have my base expectations. I expect a top 3 finish, a Europa League win, and an FA Cup win, or an FA Cup final, or a Carabao Cup win, or a Carabao Cup final, a good domestic cup run. If that doesn't happen, then there has to be questions asked. But I'm not going to change because we signed Caicedo, because It's not how I am. It's not how I am. Caicedo, Alexis Szoboszlai with the 500 Wolves options up front. Saucy. In it just. I'm laughing at Chelsea, as am I. Well, Tom Caicedo in. Boss news. We're also looking at Enciso, and it's still FSG out. I don't think we're looking at Enciso, but he's a good little player. Just shows all the fake fans who give crap about a battle with Chelsea. Caicedo was dog shit, waste of money. Would you pay £1 million for Tesco brand loaf of bread? Moises Caicedo is a fantastic footballer. What are we doing here? Make your shaky sniff anything. No. It is 10 past 2 in the morning. I'm shattered to keep myself awake and currently tapping my foot against the floor constantly to keep myself awake. Tell me, lad, we did it. It's mad, innit? Matisse stream with a large dark hoodie over his head. I love it. I can't lie. I might need to tune into this, Just hope FSG don't find this as an excuse to not spend anything now. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Crazy how Liverpool were struggling to pay for Lavia just to smash the British transfer record. We weren't struggling to pay for Lavia. We could have easily paid the fee for Lavia. We didn't believe Lavia was worth the fee, so we didn't want to commit. Ultimately, I think Dave Hendrick said it on Twitter. A theory could just be that we wanted to see how the Tchouaméni situation would pan out. That was obviously relying on what Mbappe's future was. When it came out that Mbappe was going to stay, that meant Tchouaméni was going to stay. And once Tchouaméni was confirmed to stay, we went straight in for Caicedo. And we were never really in for a Romeo Lavia like that. After this Caicedo sign, FSG ain't buying no one for 3 seasons. If we sign Caicedo today, do you believe he will start in the next game? He has to be registered by 12 p.m. today, and I don't think he will be. This is all just false rumours. Could just put a bid big in for Mbappe and maybe an extra 40 million for Mbappe. Why do we need Mbappe? He can't play DM. We need a DM. Milner Lallana told him to go. LFC Mac 10 called him to join, as he should do. It's 110 mil. So Klopp to threaten to walk away from FSG to sanction money. Good. I don't believe he has done, but I believe that big things have changed within the club. Chelsea fans jealous much we get Caicedo, they get Tyler Adams. It's mad that Fabrizio hasn't actually said, here we go. He normally saves it for when personal terms are agreed, the transfer fees being agreed, and the first part of the medical is done. The personal terms aren't agreed yet, but there's the formality sort of thing. Shows how good our business is when we want to play 100%. He has a slight hamstring injury, apparently. His hamstring injury is the same as Coutinho's back injury. Can we sign anyone else after this? 100% we can. Liverpool Football Club. And I didn't believe the rumours early today, but now seeing it, my jaw has dropped. I really hope FSG keeps backing Klopp, as do I. But it is 2:15 in the morning. I have work at 8 o'clock. I need to go to bed. Love yous, leave yous. Caicedo is a red. Hold that, Chelsea. The midfield rebuild is complete. I'm going to love yous and leave yous. If you're new here, you're not already, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. This has been the best stream I've ever done. 105 people in here. Mental scenes. If you want to go see a Chelsea fan crying, go see Matisse. Go see Matisse and just have a little laugh. I'm going to go them. I'm going to go have a kip. Love yous, leave yous. In a bit. Caicedo is a red to